This is part 2 for the Christmas episode. I realized after some contemplation that my Christmas episode was a little bit dark and depressing. And yeah, I started to record a whole nother one that was lighthearted. But you know what? I didn't really want to go that far. So I just want to give in a little bit of additional information on this one and maybe try and put some of that stuff into into the right frame of mind. I don't hate Christmas, guys. I don't. I love it. I love the opportunity to give back. I love that a lot of people that don't normally give and see opportunity to bless other people's lives, that they find ways to do that around this time of the year. And I think that's awesome. I think it's important to maintain that state of giving and that state of gratitude all year long. And having come out of this on the backside and having some of the trauma and some of the mess that just went around whenever we were children, and I shared a lot of that earlier in the podcast, and I love this time of year and I love giving. We just had last Friday, we had our $100 dinner. We were able to bless somebody with some money that they would not have otherwise had, help their kiddo out, and said that they were able to make a car payment. They weren't sure they were going to figure out how to make this time of year. So yeah, I believe in giving back and I believe in being kind. And I spend a lot of my life trying to help other people avoid some of the trauma and some of the helplessness feelings that I went through. And not only as adults, but as children. I don't think it's fair that children have to put up with adults' bad decisions, even though they pay the consequences for them. And that feeling of helplessness is absolutely terrible. So anytime you have the opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life, to be kind, to show just the kindness, in whether it's a physical act or whether it's a gift or whether it's something nice that you can do for somebody, man, do it. It not only makes the other person's life a little bit better, but it helps you too. It's amazing what that level of gratitude and what that level of giving does for your attitude. And just the same as the beginning of this podcast was very heavy, my heart is very light right now because I get to talk about how those times that my mother made the sacrifices for us, or the times that other people made the sacrifices for us, what they meant and what they meant as I've grown up, and what it means to me to be able to give back. And every time my kiddos opened their Christmas presents and got what they wanted, I thought that was awesome, and it made me feel really good. I think it's important, and as like I said earlier, it's important that the best gifts come from the parents, not because you owe anybody else anything, but because you want your kids to know that you worked and you sacrificed for it. But also you want the little kids, especially small ones, you want them to be able to believe in that magic. Like I love the Elf on a Shelf mythology. We didn't have that when I was a kid. We had a ton of fun with that whenever the kids were little, and pretty much the younger ones were the ones that really had the interaction with Elf on a Shelf. And Kirsty did an amazing job with Ashton, especially. She's much more creative than I am. I was getting ideas off the internet and off of Facebook for where he should go and where we should be looking for him. And she just came up with all kinds of amazing stuff. And just to see the joy that she got out of that and the joy that he got out of that, just from seeing it every day, that was awesome. I can't remember any of the specifics as far as the presents or what have you. Those are the children's stories to tell. I can tell you we don't really do adult present exchange too much unless there's something very unique or something really cool that we want to surprise each other with. And then it's not about the monetary value. It's about the fact that somebody else thought about something that we would want enough for them to go get something. One thing I love about Gary, and I still love to this day, he always gives the most unique gifts. Gary's a young man starting out, hadn't had a lot of money, but would always put a lot of thought into what a great gift would be. And if he saw something that he thought was good for a particular person, he would buy it from him. Some of the most eccentric, eclectic gifts we've ever gotten have come from Gary, and they've been really cool. Kirsty's always given fun gifts. She's always given gifts that were either ones that she made, and she's an incredibly talented artist, or she's given gifts that were an inside joke or would be fun or that would be special to the other person. So that's what matters, guys. This time of year and sometimes the gift is just your time, uninterrupted. Spend some time with your kids, play with your kids, have some fun, take a break, a few minutes, especially if you don't have to work, and Pull yourself away from the TV, pull yourself away from the stress of this season. Sit down and play a game with your kids, go run and play outside with your kiddos, go do something, make some memories. Those things are really, really important. And those are the things that you're going to treasure as they grow up and as they move on and as they move out. And those are the things that they're going to pass along to their children. I'm going to share a tradition that's been in our family for years and years and years, and we haven't been able to do it here recently because we don't have any more kids at home. Ashton's here, but we started doing chili dogs on Christmas Eve. And mostly it was because we had so many kids and there was toys to put together and stuff to wrap, and we were both working, and it was just, plus Christmas dinner, it was just a real hectic time. So early on in Des and my relationship, we started doing chili dogs, and it was just, man, we need something easy. So everybody loves chili dogs. So I grabbed some hot dogs and some buns and some chili at the store and some cheese. And we had chili dogs. And the next year, oh, Dad, are we having chili dogs again? So now it turned into the last couple of times that we've had Christmas Eve at our house. It has been the most ridiculous chili dog spread you can imagine, from nacho cheese to sauerkraut to everybody brings their toppings. We have tons of chili dogs. Another tradition that got carried over from when I was a kid is we always cook the hot dogs in beer and have beer dogs. And I don't know why my granddad did that, but Papa did that, and I started doing that for the kids. They thought it was just as cool as I did. So we'd have a giant crock pot full of hot dogs. I've been cooking in beer all day, and everybody come in, have a great time. We would usually do Christmas Eve with the kiddos early so that the adult children could go to the other in-laws' houses or have their Christmas and Christmas morning on their own or whatever, but just to make it easy, because we really wanted to not have the stress of the holiday season, so to speak. So then that turned into something in and of itself. And to this day, if somebody were to call up, one of the kids were to call up and go, hey, you guys are going to be around on Christmas Eve, you know what, we're going to have a pack of hot dogs and all the fixings, and we'll definitely do chili dogs on Christmas Eve. Just it's fun. And it's something that's totally unique to our family. Maybe not completely unique. I'm sure we're not the only people alive that eat chili dogs, but the fact the kids look forward to it, that's kind of cool. I don't know any other crazy traditions that our families had. I know that we used to pull someone off of the angel tree and try and buy them everything that they had. I think I talked about that earlier. That always felt good, teaching the kids to do that. Trying to make people's life just a little bit better, just make it a little bit easier. We try and tip a little bit more around this time of the year, and that doesn't mean we tip cheap the rest of the time of the year, but we just try and give a little bit more. Everybody seems to have additional expenses, which may not be the right choice for the budget, but you know what? It is what it is at this time. And this is not the time when we should spend time judging other people. We should spend time finding ways to love other people, care more about other people. And then honestly, continue that on. You don't have to be kind only because it's Christmas time. You can be kind all the time. It's allowed. Nobody will stop you. So as you guys go out there and go into this holiday season, find something small that you can do for somebody else that will make a difference in their life. Doesn't matter what it is. If you can do something big, awesome. Do something big. But if you can do something small and you can make a small difference in somebody else's life, do it. Take the opportunity to do it. See what it does for them and see how it makes you feel. See how good that makes you feel, just being a part of humanity. And in the world where we are more connected than ever, but we feel so lonely because we're further apart personally than we ever were, that level of connection cannot be expressed in any other manner. So listen, guys, I hope all of you have a wonderful holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate. I talk about Christmas, but kindness knows no boundaries. It doesn't know religion. It doesn't know cultures or anything else. Being kind is universal. So I hope you guys enjoy this holiday season and make as big a difference in somebody else's life as you can. Thank you for spending some of your time with me and sharing my journey and my vision. And I look forward to sharing a lot more with you guys over the next year and the years to come. This is what keeps it going. You guys like and share and subscribe and just get that message out there. I love y'all. Peace.